Hello and welcome to Three Nerds in a Basement podcast. The time of recording is the 27th of January, 2014. With me today is
Blaven.
Blaven, and that's it. There's only two of us this week.
Yeah, we suspect Vince is out doing important work in the field of toy hunting and
Some sort of
and toy
plastic.
collecting. So that's where he is, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be plastic.
It's
I
gotta
don't.
be
It's
plastic?
got to be plastic. I don't understand.
Yeah.
What else he could be doing?
Mm-hmm.
But this week we have no review again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like third week in a row.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have our picks and our weeks, and so we'll just get straight into it.
Yep.
Blaven, what's your pick?
So my pick of the week is the recently revealed covers of X-Men: Days of Future Past. Now they have over 25 covers, and I just wanted to highlight a few of the ones that I thought were very interesting. Well, there was one of the new Sentinel, and I think you saw this as well, right, Anthony?
Looks weird.
It does look kind of weird, but it also looks kind of cool, finally, to see it in the big screen. There's also a few of Quicksilver, Wolverine, young Magneto, old Magneto, young Xavier, old Xavier.
Who was the guy where he had his arms crossed with the glasses and he had like an after image?
I think that is Quicksilver.
Oh, that's Quicksilver?
Yeah, I think that is Quicksilver. And of course, Anthony's favorite, J-Law's in it.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
So how excited are you for this movie, Anthony?
I'm actually really excited. I always hear that Days of
Yeah.
Future Past is a great like comic arc.
Well, you know it's not going to be totally true to that.
Yeah, obviously. But like you can't I don't like I think that they can do superhero movies well enough now that they won't take something that's like dearly beloved by fans or dearly beloved by fans and then just like totally F with it and just mess it up.
Mhm.
But, you know, there's always a chance. But I think they'll do a good job then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently it's going to be the biggest superhero movie this year, so I'm really looking forward to it.
There's a lot of Marvel stuff going on.
Yeah,
this year, too.
well, Marvel, I don't think there's any DC stuff coming out at all, so yeah.
Oh yeah, because
I think
they got
Batman and Superman got
Yeah, there
delayed
you go.
because I think that Batfleck hurt his ankle or something. So yeah.
he shouldn't do all his own stunts.
So what's your pick of the week, Anthony?
My pick of the week is that Monster Hunter 4 is actually headed to North America.
Wow.
So the series producer announced actually today in a video at the time of this recording that Monster Hunter is going to be headed to the 3DS in early 2015. Now, this doesn't say that there's going to be like a Wii U version. I'm not sure if there's a
Right.
Wii U version
Okay.
in Japan.
Mhm.
But for 3DS, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate will be coming out, and I believe there is going to be internet play through the 3DS.
What?
So it's pretty sick. That's like my biggest complaint in Monster Hunter 3 is, dear God, why can't I just play online?
Yeah.
Because, but I already have so many hours in it, right? It's really hard finding people to do those like last couple quests.
Right,
Like,
right.
I need to farm the end boss. Like no one's gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had online,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm super excited. They didn't really give a specific date. They just said early 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm super pumped.
Yeah, we'll see.
Super excited.
We'll see. We'll see.
Monster, I don't like. Me and Monster Hunter just have like this weird love hate. Like when I play it, I can't stop playing it. But while I'm playing it, I'm like, God damn it, just give me some gems, please.
Yeah.
I've been hunting this dude for like 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, you know me. I was playing longer than all of you, and now I've kind of fallen off. So
Yeah.
I guess I hope that this new series might reinvigorate my passion
Yeah.
for the series.
I'm excited for the new weapons and also the fact that you can like scale monsters now
Yeah.
and like a lot of jumping attacks. It seems
Yeah.
so. That seems pretty sick.
Kind of crazy.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Mhm.
So here we'll take just a short break and we'll get into our weeks.
Yep. So welcome back. Anthony and I will be talking about our weeks, and since there will be two of us, it'll be 1/3 shorter.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. So anyway, Anthony, start us off.
So during my week, I went to go see a couple movies. I went to go see Wolf on Wall Street.
No.
Big, like 3-hour epic. Leonardo DiCaprio, Jonah Hill, directed by Martin Scorsese.
Mm-hmm.
About Leonardo DiCaprio's character who pretty much goes through the ups and downs of being in the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly ups because super rich, but it was a really interesting movie. It showed like it wasn't just about how look at how rich I am and how awesome I am.
Yeah.
Look, like I'm pretty much so cool. Like that was a good half of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't the whole movie. Like there's he's like charged for like tax evasion and all these like illegal stock market laws and stuff, and
Right.
it turns into like a crime drama pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
and how he and his friends are adjusting to this new lifestyle. Uh, this is not a movie for children
Yeah.
at all. Like
I didn't think so.
all the boobs, like just all kinds of nudity. They do. I think I saw someone do drugs in about every scene in this movie.
Yeah.
Like pills, cocaine, anything you can think of. They've probably done it.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Did you
Like
enjoy it though?
I did really like it. I did feel it could have been shorter.
Okay.
'Cause
yeah,
I'll-
I heard from a lot of people that the movie seemed to drag on quite a while.
I didn't find it dragged on because I enjoyed the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt that there were a lot of scenes that were unnecessary, like all their partying scenes that they always showed. Like they could have cut that. Like at the beginning of the movie, we understand that this guy is a drug addicted party animal who has too much money than he knows what to do with,
Mhm.
and I get that. But they just kind of keep hammering it into you throughout the whole movie. Like even near the end, like they still are these like wild, rambunctious kids where they're just having sex and doing drugs and whatever. But it's like, okay, we get it. These scenes are really unnecessary unless you just wanted to show the audience more skill.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it's just kind of weird. But overall, it's a good movie. If you are into like Martin Scorsese type stuff, he also did like The Departed, for example. He did. It's not like Goodfellas,
Mm-hmm.
but he did a lot of good movies. So like, I'd recommend checking it out. It's going to be one of the big movies this year for sure.
Is it
Also,
last year?
huh?
Is it last year? When did it come out?
It came out early this year. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
I can always check. Also, in my week, I played Sleeping Dogs. A whole lot of Sleeping Dogs. I got it on Steam sale a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
I just never got around to installing it. I finally got my computer back from repair, and I just went for it. And holy jeez, this game is awesome. I really wish I played it sooner. It's just like if you've ever seen a Donnie Yen action movie, it's that,
Yeah.
but you
So-
play it. They have like you go around Hong Kong as an undercover cop, Wei Shen, who's trying to infiltrate the triad pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
get into the upper ranks and dismantle the system from the inside. And you become like your character becomes like torn between like his character as the triad member
Mhm.
and also being a cop. So you do have these two divides where you have to go meet up with your superiors,
Mhm.
and it's like, listen, like in a couple missions, you just straight up murder people, and they're like, dude, what the heck? And it always comes down to, I'm getting things done, I'm getting results, okay? And it's so stereotypical action movie.
Yeah.
But the one thing that's super great is the combat is mainly focused around hand-to-hand combat. It's not a lot of gunplay, and that's really, really fun. They have like this little simple like light-heavy attack sort of combo system going, but the way they use different environments, you can like use the environment against your enemies.
Mhm.
Yeah, they do have weapons and guns and
Right.
stuff like that.
So it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto in a way.
Yeah, it's like Grand Theft Auto in a way,
Mhm.
just less guns.
Mm-hmm.
You can still jack all the cars you want. Driving is kind of whatever. The vehicle control I felt was kind of I wouldn't say bad, but it was really mediocre. It was like I just ended up eventually just taking taxis everywhere,
Mhm.
like which I normally never do because I love driving around open worlds.
Mhm.
But especially this one because it's a beautiful world. Like how they portray Hong Kong is really cool. and just even on like the radio, even though this is a game that's released in North America and it was released also worldwide, on the soundtrack there's a lot of Chinese music. There's Cantonese stuff, there's Mandarin stuff. When you're walking around town, people will be speaking Cantonese.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, and it's like it's super cool. They didn't like just make everybody speak English
Right.
just because it's in North America. And also most of the characters when they do speak English, it is like English is their second language. They have a really heavy accent and stuff like that. So it's cool. It really immerses you in the world. And then yeah, like I said, back to the fighting, just that hand-to-hand combat stuff is really fun. And just
Is it as complicated as the CQC in Metal Gear Solid 4?
no, nothing is as complicated as CQC.
CQC
stuff.
is close quarter combat. Sorry.
Oh, this stuff's so ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm, like
in the game.
octopusing my hands.
Yeah. That was pretty crazy in Metal Gear Solid.
I just
4.
never did it. Did you ever do it? Or
I tried to go online, but people just kept ruffle stomping me.
yeah, what I learned is that people knew like this specific area to just run around in. So when they shot, it was always a headshot.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I'm out. This is too ridiculous. There's like no recoil on these guns.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great game. It's super fun. I highly
You picked
recommend
it up for quite a little bit of money, right?
Yeah, it was on Steam sale. It was like $7.
And you said you got DLC as well?
Yeah, I also got the DLC. A lot of it is like costumes and stuff.
Yeah.
So you get like you can dress up as Son Goku and get a Nimbus bike like the Monkey King,
Yeah.
and get a Nimbus bike, and like some of your attacks change too. Like you can
Yeah, I saw you get a huge bow staff.
yeah, like a golden
Some
bow
move
staff. There's a Drunken Master costume where when you go into like this powered mode, all your moves change to Drunken Boxing and stuff like that. And there's a lot of cool stuff like that that's really specific to each costume. Like a lot of the cop ones on a grab, you use a police taser instead of using punches and stuff.
That's funny.
So it adds a little bit of variety here and there, but usually those special things are only while you're in your little superpowered state, which only lasts for a couple seconds.
Right.
So it like if I changed to that costume and I was always in Drunken Boxing, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Because Drunken Boxing doesn't seem to have like so many advantages over
Right.
like the regular one. It's just a different style. Like
Right.
I wish I could just change it on the fly, and that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Also in the DLC there is the Nightmare in North Point,
Yeah.
where you come out of a movie theater on a date with this one girl from the main game. We only know her as not Ping because we went to go meet someone named Ping, but
Yeah.
it wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
Yeah, and so we're on the date, and then she just gets taken by zombies.
That's funny.
Yeah, so you have to go through a series of quests to save the girl from these zombies. But it's cool. They're like the Chinese hopping zombies.
Yeah.
If you've ever played Darkstalkers or like Marvel vs. Capcom and seen Hasenko,
It's I think they're vampire-ish zombies, and they have a yellow talisman on their head, and it prevents them from. I guess it just stops them. The yellow
yeah,
talisman.
the talisman like seals them in
Yeah,
some way.
yeah.
So like there's cool stuff like that. Like you get a new superpowered state, and in that state, if you do a grapple move, you put a seal on their head,
Yeah.
and then just like punch them into the nether. It's pretty cool. And that whole DLC was really awesome. Like it changed all of North Point into pretty much a zombie land, and fighting those enemies and fighting those different zombies was both fun, and also the quest that you got to like stop all this magic was pretty funny actually. They play off on like just like I guess like maybe Western stereotypes
Right,
of
right.
Chinese like what Chinese stuff would do. Like you make a tea out of like an albino's chicken egg, antifreeze, and like coagulated rat's blood and stuff. And it's like, oh, this is super gross, but somehow it gives me magical powers, whatever.
Right.
Yeah. And then after that one, there's Year of the Snake.
Yeah.
And Year of the Snake is a direct sequel to the main game,
Okay.
where on New Year's, a cult thinks it's going to be the end of the world. And so they start going around because they feel that they've been told by God to kill people and like have like these suicide bombings and stuff,
Right.
in order to go to heaven once the end of the world happens. and it's your job to take down these cultists. But the thing is that you're not an undercover cop anymore. You're just a full fledged cop.
Yeah.
And so a lot of rules change. Or in the beginning, you have to, you can't just beat people till they're like pretty much. You can't be Batman.
Okay.
You can't just beat people till they can only eat through a straw. Pretty much.
Right.
You have to actually arrest them.
Right. Right.
By using handcuffs.
It reminds me of True Crime, Streets of LA.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this game was supposed to actually be a true crime sequel way
Really?
back in the day, but they just canceled it. And then it got picked up through other people and whatever. It became
Interesting.
Sleeping Dogs. But yeah, so you can like put people in the back of squad cars, put people in the back of trunks, and this is also where like the taser portion I mentioned comes
Right.
in. So you can use like non-lethal means. You get at one point you get a tear gas grenade launcher to like disperse crowds and riots and stuff, and it's cool. It's different from the main game, but I thought the story was kind of. What they told you in the very beginning was what you got. There's no twists. There's no turns. It is
Right.
here is a bunch of cultists. Defeat them.
Yeah.
And that was it. It was super simple. So in comparison to the main story, I thought it was kind of weak.
Right.
But having that police officer aspect of it was a nice change, where I'm not just beating people to a bloody pulp all the time.
Right.
And I have to actually follow some sort of rules.
Uh-huh.
And it just changed up combat a bit. But yeah, like. That's been my week, pretty much. It's a lot of Sleeping Dogs. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But I think next week I'm going to start playing some indie games.
Yeah.
So we'll see. What about you, Blaven? What have you been
Yeah. This past week I had an interesting experience. I was with a friend and we tried to set up a Chromecast. So Chromecast is a device that you can buy. I think it's only available in the States. It's $35 and it allows you to stream what's on Google Chrome from your computer to any other device, I think, and put it on your TV.
So it's like is it any Google specific device?
I think it's Google specific,
Okay.
yeah, or anything that is Google optimized,
Okay.
such as YouTube. So when you open the packaging, it gives you a 3-step process saying that all you have to do is plug in your USB, go to the website, and you can set up your Google Chromecast from there. But what they didn't tell you is that if you bring it over to Canada, it actually doesn't work that well. Because when we tried it, it basically would stream what's on Google Chrome for a second and then cut out. What we found out is that because I think it has been made so simple so that it'll be accessible to anybody, they took out any manual features. So what we found out what was wrong was that we needed the update for the Chromecast, but we weren't able to get it because we're in Canada and it hasn't rolled out here yet. So if you are having this problem and you want a Chromecast and you don't know how to fix it, well, the solution is basically you have to get American internet somehow, or maybe visit the States, plug in your Chromecast overnight or something, and hope that it picks up the update on the internet, because you can't update it manually. It has to be from the internet and automatically.
Oh wow.
So that is one little tidbit I learned today, that I think that if anybody's listening here and they run into this problem, it might save you a whole day of trouble.
That sounds. I don't know, like having something be so streamlined.
Yeah.
That people who
Yep.
actually know what they're doing.
Yep.
That seems super
That
annoying.
was exactly the problem we had. And we looked on Reddit, we looked on the forums, and there was nothing there. It was all just everybody has having the same problems as we did, and that was like the only solution. It streamed YouTube fine from my iPhone, which we thought was hilarious because even another Google device or a laptop couldn't hold picture on it. But we found out that it's because it was just basically telling YouTube to play on the TV. It wasn't actually playing from my phone and streaming it to the TV, so it wasn't like that. So yeah, if you have a Chromecast and it's not working for you and you're in Canada, you gotta update it. Find a way to get American internet and update it.
Get a proxy server or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's usually out of people's range. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a
too.
lot of work. It's a lot of very complicated stuff.
Mhm.
And another thing that I did in my week is that I just learned a bunch of little tricks and stuff for your iPhone, which I didn't know, but I think is very, very useful. One thing is that when you're typing, if you double tap the space bar, it automatically adds a period and then puts a space.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sick. When you're typing, and let's say you want to do a question mark, you usually have to press this button in the bottom left. It says 1, 2, 3, and then you have to, press the question mark, and then press the 1, 2, 3 area again, the same button to turn it back. But if you just hold the 1, 2, 3, drag it over to the question mark, and then let go, it'll immediately put the question mark and then go back to the lettered mode, which is infinitely faster when I type because I have chubby hands. So this really, really helps.
Did you learn these from someone?
Oh no, I learned them from the internet, and these were the
Okay.
ones that I thought were very, very, very easy that were very useful. When you want to take a picture of a selfie and you have an iPhone, you can use if you have the remote on your iPhone, I think you can use the play button to take a picture, so you won't have the selfie arm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you basically just hold the earphones in your hand or something, and have your picture, like, it'll basically just a button, so you can like stand it somewhere, and then you can see you and your friend, and then just press the picture, then press the play button. And speaking of the play button, when you have it on your ears and you're listening to music, it's usually just play and up
Pause.
volume, down volume, pause. But if you double tap the play button, it goes to the next song, and I think if you triple tap, it goes back. So I didn't know that.
Yeah, these like sound like all like. You ever go into Chapters or Kohl's and see like those get to know your iPhone or get to know your Android device, and it has like it's like a big book of like handy tips.
No, but I wish I had that book because this has made my experience with it so much better.
Yeah, there's like those books go from like really basic beginner stuff like how to unlock your phone, and you just look at it and laugh.
Yeah.
But there's other tricks like that. Like I know for the Android one at least, like it does have some sort of similar thing to where you can skip songs by like double tapping the play button and stuff.
Yeah. So I found that super handy. And even things that were blatantly there, I didn't even realize. I always go into my alarm and set an alarm or whatever. I didn't realize all I could do is just tap on Siri and say, set an alarm for X o'clock, and it just does it. I should have known, and that is so much quicker than me going in there manually setting one. So
I wonder if my Google phone does.
yeah, I think
Google Talk
it
does that.
should do that.
I hope so.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Those are just a few tips that I wanted to share with you guys. Not much interesting in my week, but I thought that these little things can really go a long way. I am looking forward to the pre-release this weekend for Born of the Gods, which is the new Magic set. So hope to hear from that for next week.
What's the god that you're looking most forward to?
The blue black god. That's my favorite. He just mills you, so I like milling.
That's the one he gives
He gives all your creatures tap, mill equal to its toughness. Which is pretty game ending.
Cool.
It's game ending. It's quite game ending.
Yeah, and it seems like there's a lot of cool cards in here, like the ones that like get rid of keywords and give you keywords.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Stuff like that.
Like, yeah.
There's really weird like cards state messing.
Yeah, there isn't a lot of value in the set that's seen right now. I mean, you were looking at the cards. There's nothing really that is constructed that's going to change the face of constructed very much. There's one or two, but overall the set is kind of weak in the money department. So
Don't expect any like $50 lands.
well,
or
and there's only one or two cards that are going to be constructed playable. Who knows though? But this is just speculation. Sorry,
Right.
that's the word I was saying. Speculation. So yeah,
So
no,
and we don't have the wittiness
oh Vince
of Megatron to
Oh,
be
God.
here. Only Starscream is here
Oh, God.
to host the podcast.
I know, and Soundwave is just lost without.
It's like, hey, I got all these cassette tapes.
I know, right? I look forward to next week when we'll finally have Vince back on the podcast, and hopefully
Also, TJ's not here either.
oh my god!
So
just
if you're listening to this and you're like, this podcast sounds different, we're recording it on my computer.
in my house,
Yeah, in Blaven's house.
which is not a basement.
It's not a basement. Why are we in your basement?
It's a kitchen table.
Why?
We should call this two nerds in a kitchen table.
We're losing
it. We're losing it. This is crazy.
all the image we built up for ourselves.
I know, false advertising. Everybody who thought we were in a basement right now,
That's
just
not,
shattered.
That's what I'm
Shattered.
gonna name it. It's gonna be 3 nerds in a basement, colon, 2 nerds in a kitchen, and then whatever the date is.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
But yeah, so hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Expect a longer show next week, or maybe
Yeah.
you enjoyed a shorter show. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe
I
we'll
don't
even
know.
make like a 5-second show. That'll be the new thing.
Hey, what's up? You're awesome.
Yeah, or we're just gonna compress all of it into 1 second. All you hear is, and then that's it.
Oh, that would hurt my ears.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Uh,
All right, have a good one.
yeah, see ya.